Ooh, my glasses are dirty. Hold on a second. Yeah, you really need to see that. Okay. Thanks. I mean, thank you. Okay, I'm done. I don't know where my head is today. Okay, let me tell you what happened today. All right. Little Ginger, she has her routines that she does. But today I'm noticing, I don't know, I took her out for a walk and everything was fine, and we came home and I went to lay in bed and take a little nap. And all of a sudden I hear this unusual behavior going on in the hallway right outside the bedroom, and I looked over and she's like digging at the rug trying to get in the linen closet. I'm like, what the hell's in there? And I thought maybe we had locked the cat in there or something. So I opened the door, nothing. Then she's like scratching at the door to go in the laundry room. I'm like, what the hell? She couldn't find any peace, no matter, as my father would say, she had no peace in her ass. I swear to God he said that. There's no double entendre. This is my dad we're talking about. But, so, okay, she's just acting weird. Then she goes downstairs and she's bugging Mose, and she's just whimpering, and Mose is like, I guess she wants to go out. Well, no matter where she went, she wasn't happy. Okay, so she comes back upstairs again. And I had just brushed her real good yesterday. And, you get to look at your dog when you brush him, but all of a sudden she's sitting on a sofa over here by sign 543, and he says, what is this big lump here? And I went over, and she has like this big growth, like the size of a softball, hanging under her chin. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know. Then I noticed that that her stomach was all red and blotchy, and all her skin was like really red and stuff. And I'm like, oh, damn. And of course, animals always get sick on the weekend when your vet is closed. So I call up the emergency room. All right, great. They're like, yeah, bring her in. So we go down there. It's like a town over or something, and get a load of this. I couldn't believe it. First of all, I didn't even recognize the building. I hadn't been there in maybe 15 years, and it's turned into this giganto thing. I'm like, man, they must charge a ton of money if they could afford to build this big building. And there is, get a load of this, an ambulance, a pet ambulance, yeah, I said it, outside the door. I'm like, wow, that was really cost a lot. You got to call the ambulance for your pet. So, okay, carry little Ginger in, and we filled out, a ton of paperwork, and it's like, okay, before we even look at your pet, it's going to cost you $150. I'm like, oh, great. But whatever, it's Ginger. You pay whatever it frickin' takes. So, like, house seat, and we'll be right with you. Well, hello, that was like 7 o'clock. I think at like 9 o'clock, they were right with us. So, in the meantime, I don't know, Ginger seemed to start getting kind of normal. She wasn't acting all weird anymore anyway. She was sniffing all over the place, making friends with other dogs, and we were making friends with people with dogs, and blah, blah, blah. And then they take her in, and the vet's like, okay, well, I don't know what the hell's going on. We're going to have to see if we can extract any, okay, if you have a weak stomach, get out of the room right now. Or, no, yeah, turn off the video. He's like, we're going to have to extract from her this lump and see if it's pusseous. I don't even know if that's a word, but he meant see if they could get pus out of it. So I don't know if she got stung by a bee or what, but anyway, they couldn't get any pus. He's like, okay, now we have to do blood tests. I'm like, oh, here, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. I'm just hearing that cash register go crazy, right? And I'm like, do it. Do whatever you got to do. So they did blood testing. He's like, okay, now you sit with Ginger for a while. It'll only be 15 minutes. I swear I sat in that room for 45 frickin' minutes till I thought they forgot about me. Finally he comes in with this big chart with like 1 million different blood types, red blood cells, white blood cells. Well, and he's trying to explain this to me like like I know what the hell he's talking about. He's like, oh, her white blood cell count is really good. That's good news. Her red blood cell count, only 2 of them. And he's describing it to me. They're a little low. We're just going to give her some antibiotics. I'm like, but what is this big thing hanging underneath her chin? And he's like, I would think that would be a benign growth. I'm like, but how could she get a benign growth in a day? She didn't have it yesterday because I brushed her and I wasn't there. And, whatever. So, meanwhile, the good news is, so finally it's all over with. Now it's 10:30. So, okay, we pretty much spent the evening at the pet emergency hospital. All kinds of people come through there. Oh, some of them crying. I hate when that happens. But yeah, it turns out she's okay for now. She's resting in bed. But I got to take her to a regular vet, which, hello, is going to be another couple $100. But like I said, whatever, to tell you the truth, I get sick, I don't go to the doctor. But if it happens to my dog, hello, we go to the doctor. Because I can't stand when harmless, no, helpless. Hello, yeah, helpless pet is in some kind of distress. That makes me crazy. Anyway, yeah, so that's how we spent our day today. It's really fun. But I did meet a couple of cute dogs. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Thank you.